All right, let's journey back to the ancient sands of Egypt because we're going to unravel this incredible mystery that really shaped their entire world. We're talking about Amun-Ra, the hidden light. So, who exactly was this hidden light? I mean, why did an entire civilization look to him as the ultimate reality? And maybe more importantly, what can this ancient cosmic story actually teach us today? That's the puzzle we're going to piece together right now. Now, to really get Amun-Ra, you first have to understand that he wasn't always just one being. Nope. He started out as a tale of two totally different forces. You had Amun, the invisible one, and then you had Ra, the all-seeing sun god. And to truly appreciate the power of what happens when they come together, we really need to understand each of them on their own. So let's start with the mystery, with the hidden. First up is Amun. He started as this pretty obscure local god from Thebes, but his name tells you everything. It literally means the hidden one. He was seen as the invisible presence behind, well, everything. But see, Amun wasn't just some god with a backstory. He was really a metaphor. He stood for all the unseen forces of the universe, the deep mystery behind creation itself. He was that invisible spirit that's in all things, but you just can't see. He was basically the answer to the question, what's that unknowable something behind all of existence? And then you've got his complete opposite, Ra, the solar creator. I mean, if Amun was the great mystery, Ra was the undeniable, visible, totally tangible proof of divine power. That eternal light making its journey across the sky every single day. No hiding there. Ra symbolized everything Amun wasn't. You're talking illumination, clarity, raw energy, and that cosmic order the Egyptians called Ma'at. He was the victory of light over darkness, right there for everyone to see. So while Amun is hidden, Ra is completely revealed. So you have these two totally opposing ideas, right? The hidden and the revealed. So what did the ancient Egyptians do? Well, they pulled off an act of pure philosophical genius. They created what we call the Great Synthesis. During Egypt's New Kingdom, these two forces were merged into one supreme being, Amun-Ra, the hidden light. And believe me, this wasn't just about politics, it was a profound spiritual statement about the nature of reality itself. Okay, so this is the crucial takeaway right here. Amun-Ra represents this incredible idea that the invisible source of the entire universe, that's Amun, becomes visible as the light of consciousness and life, that's Ra. It's this philosophy that the divine is somehow simultaneously beyond everything we can possibly see and also present within everything we see. And what's so wild is that this isn't just some isolated Egyptian idea. It's a timeless truth that you see pop up all over the world, from the Hindu concept of Brahman to Aristotle's unmoved mover. It's like the Egyptians were tapping into this deep, universal human insight. This combination, this synthesis, also weaves itself into one of the most powerful metaphors in all of mythology, the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth. So check this out. The Egyptians saw Amun-Ra's daily journey across the sky not as some literal trip, but as a symbol for life itself. He rises in the morning as Khepri, representing youth. He shines at midday in his full power as Ra, that's maturity. And then he sets in the evening as the old, wise Atum, before journeying through the darkness of the underworld only to be reborn again. It's a story of constant, endless renewal. So, as you can see, this is so much more than just an ancient myth. It's basically a philosophy disguised as a story. So what are the key takeaways? What can this timeless way of seeing the world actually teach us? Well, the first big lesson comes straight from Amun's side of things. The deepest truths of reality, they often can't be seen. They can only be experienced. There is a hidden dimension to everything that's way more than what you just see on the surface. And the second lesson? This one's all raw. Just like the sun rises again after its journey through the darkness, we too have that same capacity for renewal.
Transformation is always possible. You, me, we can be reborn every single day. And maybe the most powerful idea of all comes from their union. The synthesis of Amun-Ra teaches that this divine spark, it isn't just out there somewhere in the cosmos. No, the Egyptians believed that the hidden light of Amun-Ra lived in the heart of every single person. So really, this whole philosophy rests on a few core beliefs. First, unity, the idea that the spiritual and physical worlds are really just one reality. Then, Mat, that our job is to uphold balance and order both in the world and inside ourselves. And finally, the heart. They saw this, not the brain, as the true center of divine consciousness. So when you think about it, the philosophy of Amun-Ra is really an invitation. It's a reminder that even when things seem dark, that hidden source of light is always there inside you, just waiting to be renewed. Which leaves all of us with a pretty simple but profound question. Your inner sun is always rising. How will you let it shine?